Hiya, Lee here from Pedalboards today. Nice to see you all again. This is this week's news. Now, last week we had tons of news, loads and loads and loads of it. This week is pretty dry, but there is some really cool little bits and pieces. Also, maybe I'll show you how to get the most famous guitar in the world for 1% of its value. Maybe I won't, maybe I will. Let's see what comes up. First off, a little bit of harking back to a couple of weeks ago. We announced that there had been a leak of something that had already been leaked, which is this. As you can see, this is a Pitch Fork Plus from Electro Harmonics, and now they have released it. So great. If you want to know more details, go back to, I think it's 2 weeks ago, and check out. You can look at the thumbnail, you'll see this on there. Right, moving on. This is super cool. This is a Dirty Shirley ×2. They're calling it the twin sister, and you can see that you've got 2 rows of controls. You've got literally 2 channels, and it's doubled. The only global controls on there, as I can see, are the on-off switches, the presence, and the deep. The rest of it is doubled up. Whether you can run the 2 channels into each other, I don't know. Some further specs are, it's obviously a plexi. You've got 5 12AX7s in the preamp and 2 5881s in the power amp. It comes in head and combo. The head will set you back $2,700. The combo will set you back $3,000, just a tad off. Yeah, looks really, really good. It's reported to have a very transparent effects loop. That's quite normal for a Friedman. Very, very good for pedals. So yeah, it looks really, really cool. Oh, the other thing is apparently it's got 3 different voices of gain. So yeah, looks really, really nice. I'd definitely buy a Freidman, I really would. Right, okay, moving on from that. I've been working on this with a Jam and Timepedia. This is super, super cool. This is live here. You can see you can go in and try the waterfall and the chill. So the chill is Jam's tremolo pedal, and the waterfall is Jam's chorus pedal. These are really good, really, really good. If you want to go and try them, you can try them with various different guitars, various different amps. You can change the pickup positions, you can change the control positions, as you can see on here, and you can A/B it against other types of the same pedal. You can also change the playing style. So yeah, very, very cool, and I'm proud to be able to be part of that. Okay, let's move on. There'll be a link for that, by the way, in the description. Okay, let's have a look at this. This is a bit of an excuse for me to give a shout out to Rob Keely. He's been very unwell. He's had heart surgery recently, and this pedal isn't really news because they made 20 of them. They've sold all 20, and they're not going to make any more. But really, I thought I'd put it on here so we can say well done for getting through it, Rob. He went and did a half marathon this week, a couple of weeks after doing heart surgery. I wouldn't do a half marathon now. Okay, so well done to you, Rob, and yeah, God bless you, man. All right, moving on. This is the news of the Les Paul. Okay, so Kirk Hammett put up this, I think it's a tweet, or it might be on Instagram. I think it's a tweet though, and he has the Greeny Les Paul. So that is, for those who don't know, the Les Paul that was owned by Peter Green when he had Fleetwood Mac, and he wrote some beautiful, beautiful songs on it. It was very famous for going out of phase when he put it in the middle position, and he had this tone and everyone was like, "Ooh, how did you do that?" It then consequently got bought by Gary Moore for about $300 apparently. It's really cheap. And he did Still Got the Blues and other songs with it. It's just such a wonderful sounding instrument. Probably the single most famous guitar ever. Definitely the most famous Les Paul. And what Kirk Hammett's had done is he's had Gibson make him a replica. Now, when they do this, they do it spot on. Like, everything is the same, not just the aesthetics. They make it sound exactly the same. So you can take your £1 million guitar and go on tour with it without having to worry about it getting stolen, and so on and so forth. Usually when they do this, it leads up to them making them in production, or at least in the custom shop. And that's what's really cool about this, because it's reported behind the scenes that this changed hands for around $1 million, maybe more. If it was $1 million and this comes out in the custom shop at $10,000, that's still 1% of the price. Ridiculously expensive for a guitar. You shouldn't be spending 10 grand on a guitar. You just shouldn't. But I might, if I had that sort of money on this, because this is legendary. And I reckon it's the sort of guitar that you keep in the closet for 10 years and then it's worth maybe 100,000. Who knows? But yeah, super news. And that's how I'm going to save you 99% on a new old Les Paul. Right. Lovely to have you join us once again this week, and we'll see you all soon next week. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye all.